Hey, welcome to Gracie Schwarzwald. I'm here with Erkan Mete, and we're going to continue on with our complete Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Self-Defense Course. And today we're going to cover bear hugs from the front over the arms. Okay, so clinching over the arms, under the arms, they all have their pros and cons. The danger when I go under the arms, and why you learn it first as the aggressor, is that it gives me access to his entire body. Okay. The weakness of going under the arms is he can build frames with his arms in front of my head, in front of my face. So I have to deal with that. And of course, also when I'm here, he can punch me here. So when we go over the arms, he can't hit me or push on my face. The weakness is I can't drop to his legs. I can't pick him up as easily, but it's still a problem. You're going to get your arms trapped. Okay, so as always, the idea isn't to try to punch our way or headbutt our way out of any of this. We need to build a structure. Okay, when somebody's trying to grab us around the body, we want to make our body as big as possible. We've talked about this many times, right? I don't want to have you go and grab my body and then me grab you, because now I'm going to get picked up, thrown around, folded. He goes for my body. I want to make my body as big as possible because we want to be able to break that hold. We need to make the space inside his arms as big as possible. So when he goes over my arms, I can't frame on his head, anything like that, so I have to frame low. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my palms, my hands, since they're low anyway, turn them here. Now my hands should be up, right? So if he did go, I'm here, but we get caught, our hands down, he gets over our arms here. So I'm going to make a frame with my hands. Don't use your thumbs here on his hips, okay? So he comes to grab me here. Now, if he tries to pull me in close, I'm able to maintain that space between our hips. He wants to get his hips in tight to me, again, to either fold me, pick me up, any of these things, and also to keep a strong lock. Now, when he does this, let me get you to turn this way. Again, he's going to move his hips back, making that space as big as possible, maybe walking his feet back, but he wants to bring his elbows in, if at all possible. He wants his elbows in. Now, what he's not trying to do is push away. You don't need to do that. That's going to require a lot of strength, and my arms are going to collapse. He's building a frame with the bone structure of his forearms so that he doesn't have to use any strength here, okay? So when I go here, I want to keep my head close to his, my elbows in, so he tries to pull me in. I'm not opening my elbows because I do this, my arms will collapse because I'm having to use muscle strength then. Elbows tuck in, here, not using our thumbs. Okay, so when he comes to grab me, he grabs me. I move my hips away, I build my frame, he tries to pull me in. We're having trouble here. Okay, so let me get you on this side. He comes in, put your head on this side so they can see for a second. Yep. So he comes in, he tries to pull me in. Here, again, I'm not standing like this. I'm gonna walk my hips back. Okay, now let me get you to turn on this side. Once I've stopped here, I've limited his ability to pull my hips in, and that also gives me space to move. Then we're going to move to another position where we can break the hold. Again, if I do this and he just lets go to maybe try to grab me in a different way, I'm escaping. Okay, he's already unlocked the hold for me. Even if he transfers maybe to a different hold, like a headlock, then we just transfer to a different defense. Okay, it's a live situation, just like on the ground. Okay, people think self-defense is you do one move and that's it, right? You grab me, it's just like on the ground. You grab me in a side control, you might switch to case katami, you might switch to knee on belly. I've got to be ready to defend each of those. Okay, but we're going to kind of put ourselves in the headlock position because it's going to be an easier position from which to break the hold. Okay, so when I go, let's turn this way. He puts his head here. When I go here, I'm going to move away from my head. Again, he's pulling me in. I don't do anything until I've stopped this. I'm going to move to the side, and as I move to the side, I'm going to lift my elbow up, sliding his arm up to my neck. So I'm here, even if his arms are a little lower. I move, I lift my elbow, and I slide. As soon as I do this, my hand grabs his hip. My hips connect to his, my head comes up, and I control the arm. Again, not this arm, not inside, right here. So now he's trying to pull me down. I'm in good position. Again, completely sideways to him. Okay, so we're here. I go to grab him. I'm holding on. Again, if the guy lets go, just back away. But I'm holding on. Now he's going to move to the side opposite his head, lift with his elbow, and then control my hip. Come back. Don't lift with the elbow and then grab up high. So don't come here and grab up high, because now I'm going to be in a much better position to pull you down. Okay? You're just doing that because if we go here and he tries to move to the side and lift with your hand up, and the person's strong, go ahead. He's not going to be able to do it. By the way, having this wedge means he can move to the side. If I was tight like this, move to the side, you can't, right? So we're making that wedge, that space. He goes, he lifts with the elbow, he slides, he controls the hip, and then right away his hips are in and he slides up to controlling my arm. Here. Now, from here, it's going to be our standard headlock to escape to break this hold. When we're in a good position, he's going to lift my chin up, straighten his arm, turn his hips, slip his head out. Okay, so one more time. I come in, I'm going to grab you. I come in, I get him here. He walks to the side, moves. Now he's in good position. He makes the frame up, away, pops, and he's gone. Okay, so this is our, again, escaping the hold. We're not fighting within the hold. We'll deal with all that later in a later section. But for the bear hug over the arms, it's actually one of the most difficult ones to escape, because when you trap people's arms, they have a tendency to freak out and not know what to do. Okay, and as always, what we do with our jiu-jitsu is when we are trapped, we move to a position of better leverage. Okay, it's often maybe not easy, right? First, we build a structure, right, here, and then we move, and then we build a different structure. Now he's got a great leverage, then he breaks my structure. Bop. And then he's gone. Okay, so this is our over the arm bear hug defense from the front.